You know what I mean? The artist is the one. Like everybody that works behind that artist, the artist is the outlet so you can see the group effort. That's what you're getting. You're seeing the songwriter, you're seeing the artist, you're seeing the producer. If you want to. Hey, we live.
These is blood issues.
What up?
Samo, what up, man?
Samo. Samo first. Samo was first.
James Miner, what up, man?
Yo, what up?
Music.
Welcome.
Why?
Another episode of UnQuantized Podcast. This is episode 29. Am I right on that?
I mean, if you're going by YouTube, no, it's 30.
30? Yeah. 29, 30.
It's actually probably like 50, but, you know, we had some YouTube slip-ups.
We'll sort it out.
Yeah. So, you know, a little out of order. Anyway. Some of them missing.
Welcome, you all. It's another Friday. Make some noise.
Hey.
Theme song time. Oh, yeah. We gotta turn it up.
Oh, my God.
Welcome. Episode 29.
We back.
Or 30. Whatever.
We back.
We're here.
YouTubes. We back.
We see you. We're here. Yay. And scene. Yo, it's been a great week, bro.
Man, we just getting back from New York.
Right.
We gotta talk about that. New York was crazy.
Yeah, New York was super crazy. Hold on, we can say a few more what's ups, let a few more people get in here. Yo, man, hey, shout out to everybody that's here from YouTube. Yo, by the way, hit iTunes, man, and write us a review for this show on
Please.
iTunes. I'm not gonna lie, we sitting there, we got 6 reviews. We need way more reviews. We need your support. We need you to pump it up.
Bump the dance, bump it up. Son. I don't know the rest. Okay, that was it.
We are real musical today.
Yeah, we are. I'm singing all the jingles today.
Facts.
Let's answer this, and then we'll get into it.
Samp Soldier, I see you.
He says, what do you think about the MPC Live standalone?
If you are gonna be in a car making a beat or be anywhere other than in your studio making a beat, I think it's cool, but I think you should make sure you need it. Like, for instance, I have the MPC Touch. I'm pretty cool with this. But at the same time, I'm not in the grocery store in aisle 6 making a beat. So
you're not at Lennox Small Food Court?
Nah.
Trying to push some beats?
Nah. They should make accessories, though. They should make, like, the chest joint or belt joint. For those of you that just gotta make beats on the go, I got the MPC Live.
It looked like you got a 2-way pager on?
Fact, you like that. Me beam you this track.
Is that a StarTAC?
Ooh, take it back.
Where you at? I'm able to do a Serato sample worth it for me.
Yes.
Super facts.
We're Ableton guys too. We know about Sampler and all that. Serato sample is definitely still worth it.
Serato sample might be my favorite plugin as of late.
I have to agree with you. And it's one of those plugins you see everybody using it. No matter what DAW you use, no matter if you PC, if you Mac, everybody's like chopping up their samples on Serato sample. So shout out to Serato. However, you didn't cut us a check. Not good.
That's super facts.
Cut the check.
How dare you? You on Oracle with the freshest teas in the biz?
Hey, man, you know, I had to break this one out, man. This is one of my favorites, my 12 a.m. joint. Everybody's like, hey, what is Zion?
I thought it was a prescription drug.
Do not smoke on Zion. If you want somebody you know,
side effects may include
Russia's beat syndrome, itchy ear,
808s that glide, kicks that punch.
Yeah, man. But yes, this is one of my favorites.
If you are working on the same beat for more than 4 hours, call a doctor.
Please consult your manager.
I'm in a non-treated room. What's the best way you could take out that frequency?
Treat your room, bro.
Yeah.
You can get stuff like the joints that kind of like calibrate your room and
I don't trust that.
Just treat your room. If anything, spot treat it, and then you can get to the whole full-fledged treatment.
Facts. Yeah. He says, do you recommend producers having a Spotify account or iTunes account for giving people a taste of their music?
I do.
Facts.
You should be everywhere, honestly. And I recommend having a Spotify account or iTunes account just simply because those will probably be the only ways you can listen to music besides YouTube in the near future. I'm going to just make that prediction right there.
Facts.
iTunes already taking away downloads. When's the last time you seen a store where you could buy CDs in it besides Walmart or Target? That's just going to be the wave, man. Streaming is going to be the wave. I say pick your platform, go with it. Speaking of Spotify, they went public on the market April 3rd. Yes, they set some type of a record. Shares as high as $165.95.
I mean,
so shout out to them.
I applaud them. They pick really good people to put in the positions.
I like Spotify. You like Spotify?
I'm a Spotify person. Yeah. I have Apple Music and I have Spotify.
I got Tidal and I got Spotify. I don't use Tidal that much.
Sound Oracle and Triz La need to be on the next season of Rapture on Netflix. Have you seen that?
No, I started watching it the other day and my phone rang. And
I started watching the Logic one and I didn't finish. I got like 20 minutes, but it was good so far.
Was it? I was gonna watch the not the Nas one, but 2 Chainz. I was gonna watch the 2 Chainz one.
Dog, 2 Chainz. Y'all know I interned at DTP. 2 Chainz. I knew he was gonna be popping, bro. He's one of the people I knew it. I seen it.
So what was it?
He's so smart, bro. 2 Chainz probably one of the most intelligent. Him and T.I. out of people I've met in person, surprised me on how smart they were.
Yeah,
like really, really intelligent. Like pretty much every time I seen 2 Chainz, he was reading something.
Yep.
Same thing with Luda. They were always reading, always kind of just like, you know, it just set the standard like, oh, these are some smart motherfuckers.
And you know what's crazy? They're always like immediately intelligent. Anytime you see an interview with them, like the first break, they're like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. T.I., like, he's super flexible with the intelligence. But both of them, man, like, and Luda, everybody know Luda's super smart.
How do you export MIDI in Ableton? I'm trying to save my hi-hat for faster production.
On your MIDI clip, right-click, you'll see export MIDI. It'll open up a product thing. Just make sure you save all your stuff in a proper place. Name it, and there you go. That folder should also be in your browser for easy reference.
I know y'all don't lease beats, but any advice on leasing beats without using Typebeat as a marketing tool?
Yes. Build your brand. Once you build your brand, you can become known as a person that just makes good beats without being like, oh, it's a such and such type beat. You're just a guy who makes fire beats.
You know something, to me, and to me it's the most obvious thing, but I've never seen anybody do it.
What? Nobody
makes contents for rappers, right? If I'm a producer and I'm trying to sell beats, right, I'm going to make stuff for other rappers and the singers, right? I'm going to tell them what mics they need to use, what speakers, I'm going to help them so they come to me for advice. And then I sell them the beat. To me, it's obvious, but I see a lot of people, they market it almost to other producers to sell their beats, which
that is true.
They're not, again, it goes back to knowing who your core audience is and working backwards. You know what I'm saying?
I think that might be the gem of the show. This is the first segment, but that might be the gem of the show.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was going to sell cakes, I'm not advertising the bakers. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to find whatever rapper, whatever they looking for.
Right.
And I'm going to try to help them.
That's pretty smart.
So that's what I would do.
Have a contest,
and then use the type beat, but just don't rely on just that, man. Yeah. It's a combination.
Well, it's the thing. Everybody's doing it, bro.
Yeah.
So you're putting yourself in a place that's already saturated.
Why does the type beat work? That's what I think you should look at.
Right. And then once you see why people gravitate to that, you could flip it, spin it. Yeah. It don't have to be type beat. It could be something else.
Because it's just a strategy. It's like SEO. It's like any other thing online. It's a strategy. It works for a second. It doesn't work after a while.
Right. But the thing is, know your audience. And then know their mentality, know the psychology. And then there's a million things that you can do once you understand that. You know, You got to learn how to fish. Type beat is giving you fish. You got to learn how to fish.
Facts.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for producers trying to get out as far as how often should they post different content? Oracle gave me the look of...
My bad. I'm going to let you take this one because I was about to go way too in on this.
All right. So we've done a lot of research on how many times you're supposed to post, right?
Right.
I did a lot of research, right? I noticed big profiles, Snoop Dogg, Lil Duval, Diplo, Rico Love. They post 5 to 6 times a day.
That's real.
5 to 6 times a day.
Yeah.
That's just on Instagram. So I say post as much as you can that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, a lot.
And don't be... I have an issue with posting certain stuff. like I had for example, is this meme I was gonna post up. I thought it was like, oh, this is a good meme, and then I second guessed myself, and I was like, I'm not gonna post it, and then I posted it anyway, and I said I'm just gonna post it, and if it does terrible, I just delete it.
Went fire.
It went crazy.
That's the thing, and it's good. You won't know what content you put out that people connect with until you put out content, and then once you figure out what it is, you just make more of that.
Facts. So yeah, content is king.
Yeah, man.
As much as you can, show yourself.
Yeah.
I keep calling him Young Derek. He says, "What's the best way to build your brand?"
Wow, that's a loaded question. Damn, where do we start, bro? I think it's a whole seminar.
That is.
Honestly.
I'll say in short, what are you good at, though?
Yeah.
Because it's something that you're good at outside of music and outside of whatever.
Right.
That other people aren't good at.
Yeah, what do you want to be known for? Yeah. What are your unique qualities? Like, what do you bring to the table that other people don't? Find out what other people like. I really don't think that we can answer this question totally right now, but I will say a key to brand building is being consistent. Once you find what people like, you have to be consistent. Like people like this podcast. Every Friday, we here. Even when it rains, we here.
Even if, like, when I was in LA, I called in.
We did the trip. Yeah, we did all that. That's the thing, consistency. People like the tutorials on the blog, soundoracle.net. Boom, every Monday, every Friday. Be consistent, man. Be consistent.
Help somebody, be consistent, show yourself.
Facts. And be recognizable.
Facts.
Yeah. For instance, if your name is something else on another platform, you're already messing up.
Facts.
Oh, do we have
young two-time Grammy winner, young Diego Ave, sound designer of Ultimate Vibes, a couple other kids on the producer kit.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to young Diego, man.
Amazing guy.
Just went gold with the A Boogie record.
Yeah, congrats.
Using Ultimate. Hey. You know what I mean? Hey. Got some other stuff in the works. Mm-hmm. He asked a very legitimate question. He says, Trizza, when DJing, what do you do if you had to take a really bad number 2, but you're deep in primetime mix? Ooh. Now, this is some real shit, though. This is, I mean...
wait, hold on. Hey, we don't have to... Yeah, there we go. We're wrong with that.
But, for real, what you do is you have, like, some mixes already on deck. So I have, like, a warm-up mix. I have, like, a turn-up mix. So if it's ever a case I gotta, like, run out, I just mix into that mix. I'll find a spot and I'll blend into that, run, go to the bathroom, come back.
That's real vet shit right there.
Hey, because sometimes you got that Jameson be running through, you got to piss, you know what I mean? That Chipotle catch up to you.
There you
all
go.
bad, bro. You know what I mean? You got to think ahead.
A lot of guac. My man got the pre-mixes and the wet wipes on deck.
That's how you do it, bro.
Yeah.
Pre-mixes. Preparation is everything.
Yes, sir.
Preparation.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that, but yeah, the jokes just write themselves.
They just write themselves, man. Whew. And even the top people that's selling beats online, I'm sure they're the top people because they're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
You know who they are. You know their personality. Like, I know Johnny Giuliano a lot because I watch his videos. I've seen him on the vlogs. I've seen him making beats. Superstar the same way. I watched him become this person.
Yeah, it's the other content. Actually, type beat is more like a lead magnet that leads people to find out who you really are. Like, you can't just do the type beat thing and think like, my business is off and running.
I made it.
TYPE done.
When we talk about branding, I've learned that you need to focus more on your reputation. Like Oracle said, what do you want to be known for?
There you go. I mean, that's really what it is. You got to know yourself. Once you know yourself and you know your audience, man, you connect the dots.
Thanks.
There you go.
It's very, it seems weird, but it's very simple. Everybody's very selfish in a way, right? Everybody in some point cares about themselves, and then you're worried about yourself because you got to protect yourself and all
Survival.
that. Right? Survival, right?
Yeah.
So if you just step outside of yourself as a content creator and make stuff for other people, it's kind of like that reciprocity thing. Like Busy was talking about, and I don't know what we was talking about, but Busy was talking about reciprocity. It's the same thing. Like you give, people will give back. You know what I'm saying? So when you branding yourself, it can't be all about I'm popping, I'm this person, I did this.
Oh, by the way, shout out to whoever just bought that kit. Appreciate it.
I think it was 2 of them too. It was 2 of them.
The double order.
The double.
Hey, double.
But yeah,
I think that was that. Not to cut you off, that was the EXO and Ben Trapping combo.
Ooh, the combo. But yeah, Branding yourself is about giving back. You like Gary Vee because he's helping you get to a certain point. He's giving his expertise to get you to a better place. True. You like Tim Ferriss for the same reason. You like us for the same reason. You like Tony Robbins because he gives you his insight to kind of shortcut issues you might have. So you got to figure out what's your thing that you can shortcut somebody else.
There you go, man. Your USP, your unique selling proposition. Or once you know what the audience needs, you just fill the void. Listen, you're starting a brand more than often not, if you're selling something, is a business. The very definition of a business is a service or a product that solves a problem. You got to get out here and do stuff for other people and solve these problems.
What I'm learning in business and just life, the people who are aware of the culture and are kind of ahead are the ones that always win. It's not the people who are super late and copy, because then it's too late. Unless you change the game. Yeah. You really got to be revolutionary if you're coming late.
That's true.
Type beat's been around for a while. It's been around for a while.
It has. So how can you get in it and make it better? Or the thing is, I think more people should aim to be trendsetters. Because if you aim to be a trendsetter, number one, you're going to have to figure out the whole market just to figure out what it takes to be the next thing in that market. And it keeps you out of that copying space.
Right.
Because if you're the sixth person to do it and you're doing it like everybody else, you will never set the trend. Therefore, when people talk about the greats, your name will never come up.
Facts. I don't want to be the guy that's like, man, you made that beat to sound just like Metro Boomin. Ooh, that would hurt my heart, dog. Sad. I ain't worked this hard to get there.
Right.
I didn't work this hard to be like, you know what? That Drake type beat that you made, that Mike Will type beat you made, I want people to be like, dang, Triz, you killed it. You sauced it, bro.
Yeah. Like, yo, you are my top 100 producers. You don't want to be there.
Yeah. What's a decent mic? I'm glad he spelled it like Mike, like my uncle. What's a decent mic for vocals? Is it okay to use a USB mic?
A lot of people do. I'm not a big vocal guy. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen people use the that joint, the Yeti.
You know what? This is what I hope I'm paraphrasing Super Duper J correctly. But what I understand from him is he told me cheap mics, they all kind of have a sound and they sound alike. And then it's at a certain price point that they kind of switch up. So maybe like everything from like 100 to like 600 probably sounds damn near the same. Then when you get to like 800 and up, it sounds a little bit different. No, I have a $200 Audio Technica mic. I got all my demos on there.
That's the thing. How much of it do you think is post?
It's the post stuff.
That's the thing. As long as the mic captures well, think about how much you can do in post.
I know where the level should be at. I know I should be in yellow. Not quite, it ain't red. It ain't green. Yeah. But I know my drink should be in yellow.
If there was an orange, you'd want to be there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's it. That's half the battle. Once you know, like, all right, I needed to be hitting here. I'm going to put this EQ on here. I'm going to put this compressor on here. To me, it don't really matter.
Nice.
Because, again, we're doing stuff for somebody else that's going to cut it over. I'm not doing it for the final result.
That is true. You know what? Yeah, it's usually a reference. It's going to get cut over. It's going to get mixed and all that stuff.
Oh, you know what I need to talk about, bro?
What's that?
Everybody, and I'm sure it's going to spill over to the next one, but just remind me, everybody's having a fit about Cardi B not writing these records.
Oh.
Now, and it blew my mind. I'm like, yo, do y'all not understand? Nobody really writes 100% of their records.
Well, look, here's my argument to that. Every time I hear somebody talk about somebody, I'm like, yo, everyone's heard of a songwriter. That title and that job exists for a reason. They are the people that write the song. So people are like, yo, you don't write your own stuff? I'm like, everybody's like, yo, I need to hook up with a writer. I need to hook up with a writer. What the hell do you think a writer does?
Facts.
Come on, man. Think about it.
Like, we talk about it, but I don't think people understand how many songs. Example, this Cardi B album is, 13 songs on it? 12?
Right.
She probably cut 100 songs to get those 13.
That's true.
I'm damn near sure.
Yeah.
It was 100 songs, and they cut it down to this 13. Based on politics, based on what's going to work on the radio, based on... Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So to do 100 songs in this certain period of time, you need a team of people. Ain't no way you're doing it by yourself.
No, I just write 3/16 for 100 songs. Like, yo, songwriters. It's amazing. People act like they never heard of writers before, dog. Come on, man. Oh, it's a lot of laughing.
They said, "Are you a spy?" I'm done. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing, man.
He's over there, man. He's out here.
Yeah, he be on the move.
Yeah, he do.
Shout out to VA, my peoples in 757. Hey, shout out to the young VA.
Yes, sir.
Beats Music says, my girl wants a baby ASAP, but I feel like I'm just getting my momentum going. How do you balance family life / new dad with this music hustle? Do you have any advice for me? Ooh, I only got 1 minute and 50 seconds. I'm going to answer that as soon as I come back, because that's
a loaded question, too.
Yeah, that's an in-depth joint. But I do have some gems for you, my brother. So they're kicking us off, of course. Instagram's a hater. But we still have plenty of Jameson left, as you guys can see right here.
Castmates.
We still got some ginger ale. So we back. We answering all kinds of questions. If we didn't get to your production question, please ask it one more again. That's not one more time, but one more again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's GIN.
Right.
Not to be confused with gin, but one more again. You know what I mean?
That's from VA. What people say won't instead of wasn't.
Yeah, y'all. You know what I mean?
Hey, it won't me.
It won't me.
It won't me.
But we're coming back. Oracle, got any plugs?
Actually, yep. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, Bible of Love. I produced You with the Co-Captains. #1 gospel album in the world, in the country for the second week in a row. So I'm excited about that. And cop the new EXO loop kit.
Placement, boys.
Yeah.
And
come on.
Young Ultimate.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't, the producerkit.com, Ultimate Kit, created by Diego Ave, 2-time Grammy winner. It's got some crazy loops. Everybody kept talking about this one kick in there called the Perfect Kick. If you haven't heard that joint for trap, radio stuff, it's fire, bro.
Appropriately named.
The Perfect Kick, man.
I like it.
So, if you haven't, check that joint out. And let me see if I can get to anything before this quick.
We got 30 seconds. Kick us off.
Yeah. Oh, man, if y'all got pictures with the UnQuantized tea, please send them to me.
I feel like we don't ask. We kind of kick it with people, but we don't ask for a lot. Like in the beginning, I'm like, rate us on. By the way, hit iTunes, man. Write a review for the show, and please rate us on the show. Currently, I ain't afraid to say it, we only have 6 reviews, so we need more. We definitely need more reviews, but I feel like we don't do that enough.
You know, I think we've decided we're gonna go super ham with this podcast now.
Yeah.
Because before we were testing stuff out, and now we realize we popping out here in these streets, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, we are.
We are here popping in these young streets, and we gonna keep giving this content, bro. And so we turned up, man. I want to be #1 in the iTunes charts. Because, we competitive, man. I want to be #1 on iTunes.
There you go.
Trying to take over YouTube.
Popping.
You know what I mean?
Popping.
So we need y'all support, man.
Yes, sir.
Triz La, yeah, but she's reciting someone else's feelings, emotions, then, right? She's a reciter, then it's acceptable in pop and R&B, but rap frowns on it.
Stop. No.
Come on, dog.
No, that's super dead, cuz. That is super dead.
Here's the thing. Everybody, even if you're talking about these other rappers, they have that homeboy that's like, oh, that's whack. What is that considered? That's writing, bro.
I don't know how old this person is, but I'm going to take a gamble and say that they're a little older, so I'm going to make a super old-ass reference to show how far back this goes. Biz Markie. Big Daddy Kane used to write Biz Markie's rhymes. I think LL Cool J wrote MC Light or somebody's verse for like self-destruction. Like, yo, even in real hip-hop, it goes down.
T.I. wrote Bow Wow.
Thank you. Yo, songwriters. This shit is real. Don't get out here and just start thinking. That's like thinking that the character someone plays in a movie is who they really are, and when you meet them, they're not Jason Bourne.
Right.
And you're like, come on, bro, you faking. No, man, it's entertainment. Songwriters have jobs. They have to make a living too.
And I'm telling you, I don't think nobody does it alone. Some songs might be done alone, but in general,
yeah,
everybody has help in some form or fashion. They might not be like writing, but they be like, yo, that bar could be better. Right? Maybe you should switch that bar. You know what that is? That's writing.
Yeah, it is.
Nicki Minaj is not the same Nicki Minaj as when she was around Safari. That's not saying Safari's writing the stuff for her. He probably won't, but he's probably like, yo,
guiding.
He's guiding.
Yeah.
Which is a form of writing. That's producing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People have that around it. Again, guys, if we work with somebody, right, and a rapper does something whack,
yeah, we're like, yo.
No, that ain't it, bro.
Say it like this, or do it like this, or at most, don't do it like that.
It happens all the time.
Like I said, I take it back to movies. That's like saying, yo, that actor didn't write his part of the script, so therefore he's not a real actor. Like, no, they're script writers. They're people that write the script. The actor is the talent.
Right.
The end of the vehicle to express all of these other people's work leading up to that point. You know what I mean? The artist is the one like everybody that works behind that artist, the artist is the outlet so you can see the group effort. That's what you're getting. You're seeing the songwriter, you're seeing the artist, you're seeing the producer, you're seeing the label, you're seeing what the management did.
Facts.
All in that performance that the artist is giving you. Remember, an artist is a performer. An artist is a vehicle for everybody else. The artist is Uncle Ben. Mm-hmm. A lot of people make the rice. One person's face goes on the box.
Facts.
Come on, man. You think Uncle Ben made all the rice? Well, you think Uncle Ben was a real person? I don't know.
Each time you do something different, it's a different job. So if you're an artist, right? Mm-hmm. You being a songwriter, that's a different job. Because being an artist is, you got to rehearse, you got to make sure your choreography, you got to make sure you know your counts, your vocals, all that. That's a job within itself.
Right.
Writing the song is a whole nother job. Making the beat is a whole nother job.
Right.
Mixing the beat is a whole nother job.
Right.
And so to do, like we said, 100 songs to get to these 12, you have to have a team of people.
You know what's funny? I think a lot of these people, and this just came to me, I think a lot of these people with this viewpoint are also the same people that think that their career is going to pop off by them doing everything themselves.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You have to understand that all these flourishing careers and all these flourishing artists is a team effort.
Right.
Even your favorite producers, it's a team effort.
Man. So what you're saying is probably people's favorite producers get help with melodies and drums and stuff?
Sounds crazy, but it might be true.
It's crazy that someone can make a career off helping other producers.
Wait, I think I'm onto something.
Wait a sec, Basil.
So all these people that get out there like, I want to thank my team, and everybody's like, well, this person has a team? Who do you think they're talking about? It's management, it's the writers, it's the producers.
The only time I feel like it's an issue is if you're saying I'm the best rapper and then you're not writing it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're going to sit out there and make that claim, but no one's really...
If you say I'm the best artist, I don't care if you write it or not.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Chris Brown ain't writing all these songs. Usher ain't writing all these songs.
We know people that write for Chris Brown and Usher.
Drake ain't writing all these songs. I mean, we kind of figured that out.
Yeah.
But
Beyonce? Come on, man. Let's keep it real.
Nobody. I mean, dare I say it? I feel like probably Jay has gotten some help some point in time. I'm sure in some point in his life he's got some kind of...
Perhaps.
I'm sure Tim has been like, yo, that verse ain't... We need to... He done had to change something.
You know what? You are right. Even if it's a group discussion, it may not be a person like, yo, do it like this, do it like that. But it's a group discussion of what's going on, and that shapes what the artist is doing at that time.
Facts.
Open your eyes, people.
Yo, for real, the next producer mastermind meeting got to be in Chicago. Nothing like Summertime Shy.
Okay, I don't know. I think the next one might be an ATL Shouty.
It might be ATL Shouty.
I think so. I think we could give a good experience here.
That is true. I'm not mad at Chicago second. People need to educate themselves on the industry. Like you said, songwriter is a profession for a reason. Super facts.
Exactly. That's all we're saying.
When I figured out T.I. wrote all the Bow Wow records, I was like, oh, it makes so much sense. When you hear it, you be like, oh.
You start to hear the person's cadence.
Yeah.
That is not an uncommon occurrence. As a matter of fact, it's the norm.
Mm-hmm. Songwriting. Producers out here using other people's loops, melodies, but they don't want anybody to talk about them. That is... Dang. He stirred up some trouble over here. He stirred up some trouble.
We haven't hit an air horn in a minute. Hey.
Look at you, man. Who is that? Songwriter, producer, Fire Tracks, man. Don't get them riled up in here.
There you go.
Preaching that truth.
Church.
Yeah, people quick to sample, man, but then talk about, somebody didn't write their raps.
Stop it.
It's the same thing. Dog, they're all ideas, all concepts.
Stop it.
It's the people.
Michael Jackson didn't invent the moonwalk.
That's fact.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
And he ain't write his records.
Let's get it.
Not all of them. Yeah, I mean, he contributed.
Right.
But it was a team of motherfuckers.
Exactly. Otherwise, people would just be lonely islands. You know what I mean? They just, I write and I make the music and all that. I feel like, honestly, the reason why I go on about this and probably why we go on about this, because we feel like if you're here, you should kind of know these things.
You're right.
You should really know this stuff.
Because it definitely does not work like how a lot of people think.
That's true.
End result is the goal. Even if she has writers, she still has to perform and give it life. Facts.
Right.
If you heard all those Drake demos, like the 10 bands that Quentin Miller did.
Oh yeah.
Dog, I know Quentin. We all come from that same camp. If Quentin would have put it out, it wouldn't have been the same record.
No.
Even though it was dope.
Yeah, people were kind of like, I don't really know who this is. I kind of do. And It's not the team behind it.
Drake made it a thing.
Yeah.
I expect singers to have writers, bro.
Yo, your hip hop artists have writers, bro. It's something you gonna have to come to grips with it, baby.
Here's the thing: the amount of volume that if everybody has an issue with people having all these writers, I don't think you understand that volume of songs that you have to make, and that you can't do it by yourself all day for a year straight of making 6 songs a day without a team. No. It's not happening, bro.
It's not.
Or everything's gonna sound exactly alike.
Right, and you're gonna tap out.
Next,
your creative energy is not infinite. You know what I mean? You gonna need help. If you're smart, you're gonna get help.
I don't feel like making beats right now.
There you go. But I'm pretty sure that people you can call.
Oh man, I'm gonna call them up, get some help.
There you go.
Did you get credit for your Drake placement?
Okay, that's a very good question. Mm-hmm. Listen, Mike Will, Mike Will, and getting back to the same conversation, Mike Will or whoever produced it with Mike Will used the sounds. Now, if you have a keyboard from Korg and you use one of the patches, does Korg get credit for your song? Someone has to provide the actual elements to make songs with.
Facts.
It wasn't a Drake placement. It was a placement for sounds on soundoracle.net. However, in that week, I did get a placement with Snoop. You see, operating from both sides of the board, bro.
So you saying diversify your stocks and bonds, and also that the people who make the eggs don't make profit off the cake, but you make money off the eggs?
There you go.
And you can sell those eggs to many more people that's making scrambled eggs, omelets. Is that what you're saying?
Eggs Benedict? What?
Yeah, man. Sunny side up.
Hey, the words of RZA. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
You got it. So, yeah, for instance, we talked about the grinding thing, where Pharrell used the drum kit from the Triton. Triton didn't get a percentage from that, but guess what? Everybody found that out, and people bought more Tritons. You gotta operate from both sides of the thing, bro.
There you go. Oh, so Beats Music, he was talking about my struggles with having a kid and doing this music stuff and all that. This time management, dog, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Le struggle.
Break it down like baby food, bro. Go ahead.
So basically, I don't watch TV. I barely play Fortnite. I make time to play Fortnite. That's my guilty, like, relaxed thing. But yeah, all my time is really my kid or this music stuff. And I have to, like, really plan it out. So every day I plan out what's the most important thing, and then I do that. So that's how I gotta do it.
Dope.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna make 2 beats a day, and I'm gonna get all this computer producer kit stuff I gotta get done out the way. And that's how I deal with my day. Every day it's like, all right, what's the most important? That's what gets done. If I cannot do it, if it's somebody else that can do it, somebody else is gonna do it.
Team.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I shout out Punit all the time. That's why I always give Oracle's credit. This doesn't work unless it's all of us.
Right. Yeah, it's a team.
Yeah, it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know how I said I had did some music for this TV show with Rihanna?
Yeah.
It's called Style to Rock. Pharrell was on there also. I forgot about that.
Hey.
I was going through my paperwork. I was getting some last minute tax stuff together, and I seen my producer deck from it.
Dude.
And I was like, oh, that's what the show was.
It's the little things. It's a culmination of little things. Hey, I'll be like, oh, shout out to Animal Planet and National Geographic and Lifetime and all that.
What's the best way for a producer to approach booking studio time to network if you don't already have an artist you're working with for a session? So you saying like you trying to get people in there?
Well, what I don't understand is booking studio time to network. That's not really the networking time.
Yeah, studio is the nitty gritty.
Yeah, studio time is when you already network with people and you got the people you want to work with and you're going in to do the work. Networking will usually take place at an event where there are a bunch of producers or writers or whoever you're looking for all gathered in one spot. That wouldn't be your studio session. That would be something like an iStandard or the internet, something like that.
And if you're going to use a studio network, make sure you got a lot of alcohol. Artists like to drink.
That's true.
Invite them over. Y'all drink, politic. Just know you're going to spend 2 hours probably talking and then the rest of the night recording.
Well, you got to get to know each other.
Facts. So let's talk about New York, man. We didn't really give a good rundown of what happened with New York.
All right. Shall you start? I think you have a good grasp on this subject, bro.
So, New York, the music producer mastermind, how it started is, I think after a podcast one day, we had did Anaheim. Yeah. We called Young Busy Works Beats. We said, we got to take this on the road. We enjoyed the Anaheim thing so much. We want to keep doing this. So Busy was like, yeah, I'm going to set it up. I'm going to do my thing.
Yep.
And then Busy Works and Busy Works Beats Fashion, a businessman as he is, he came back with the whole package.
He did.
He's like, here, show up. It's done.
The illustrious 48 Lounge.
The illustrious 48 Lounge with the beautiful waitresses.
It was nice.
And great food. So we show up. As soon as we walk in the door, everybody's like, there they are. And we like, oh, this is a nice little crowd. We didn't know. It was a good little crowd in there, man. It was a nice little... How many people do you think was there?
I don't know. I have to look at that picture again. I want to say 75.
It was
somewhere around.
It was a good amount of people.
Yeah.
And man, it was so much love, man.
Yo.
So much love, man.
It was crazy. And you know, one of the most fun parts is when people come up to you and like, yo, I'm such and such. And it's a screen name you've been seeing for a year. You're like, wow.
Right.
Faced with the name. So imagine that happening 50 to 75 times.
Bags.
Yep.
And man, and the love was crazy, man. Everybody showed up. The question and answer, we networked. Everybody got together. Everybody networked, politics. Everybody got to meet each other.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Yo, first of all, give it up for my man. My man Triz was what you would call he had the house mic. My man is a DJ at a DJ booth with a house mic in his hand. So you know what the energy was like.
I felt like home.
It was amazing. It was amazing, man. Spam those hearts for my guy, killing it, DJ Triz.
And it's dope perspectives because I feel Busy is very technical. Busy will give you a very like scientific in a way answer. Yeah. Busy is good at like figuring stuff out.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? And then you got me where I'm a little bit wilder, I guess I would say. Mm-hmm. And it's just a lot of it's just, you know, what's going on. And then I feel like Oracle gives you the between. Oracle's wild on the low. Y'all don't know. Oracle be turned up.
I know not of what you speak.
But he gives you that good advice. And speaking of turned up, we definitely missed our flight on the way to New York. While we were beside the gate. We were literally, our flight was T8.
Slim.
We were at T7.
Slim, we are sitting there at a bar. We are drinking. We kind of had like a little crowd. We was kind of giving a impromptu show at the bar. Our gate right here. We could have threw something to the gate. We missed our flight. Shout out to Long Island's and great friends.
We had 2 Long Islands. About 10:40 a.m. We were 2 Long Islands in.
Yeah.
And like real respectable men who missed their flight. We go back to the bar and we re-up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And we made the next flight. That was also right next to us.
Yeah. And so everybody came and they played feedback, right? At the VIPs for the event, they got to play records.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beats Music. I can tell the growth from there. Shout out to who else played? Puneet played some records.
Puneet did play some records.
Sandman Griffin played some records.
Sandman Griffin was the closer. Yeah.
Who else played? I feel like I'm forgetting some people.
We definitely are forgetting some people.
But they played some records, right? We were in a club setting, right? People's beats weren't mastered good. Because I got a DJ all day, so I got to adjust the volumes. Yep. They were peaking, but the songs would be really low.
Most common problem was the kick was too loud.
OD loud.
So therefore you had to turn it down because the kick was peaking, but since the music was way too low, once you turn it down to make room for the kick, the music is like super low now.
It's fact.
So it just sounded like a kick. That's it.
So what that tells you guys is, look, the club, your laptop, iPhone, headphones, that's where everybody listens to your stuff is. As long as your stuff sounds good on there, and especially in comparison to other songs, you winning.
Yeah.
It don't have to be the best mix.
There you go.
It just got to sound like everything else.
Nice. You gotta learn how to level out, man.
Yeah.
You gotta learn your game staging.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because as a DJ, it'd be a lot of times I want to play beats or remixes and stuff, but the mixing be terrible. And then I got to do too much stuff to make it, to try to fix it.
So I adjusting the EQ.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Facts. Your sounds are legendary. How do you come up with them?
Just a lot of creativity. One thing I shared, I make something that's dope, and then I ask myself, how can I make this more interesting 3 times? And then just do something. Yeah.
Am I the only person not on Fortnite? Yes, sir, you are.
No, you're not. I'm not on Fortnite because I'm
it's 2 of you guys.
Definitely afraid of gaming.
You guys are the guys that's on Reason Light.
Ooh.
It's like two of you guys.
On intro?
It's like
intro.
two of you guys.
Hey.
Shout out to Reason for making a Reason intro, which is like a more garbage Reason.
Yeah,
for those who wanted that.
It's light garbage, just paper.
It's like instead of it being a whole kitchen size 13-gallon trash bag, it's a Publix bag, or it's like a Walmart bag. You just hang on the door. Yeah, you just hang on the door for a second. You know what I mean? Until you're getting ready to throw it out.
Yeah, there you go.
But the habit of actually like really, like if you're not looking at your goals every day, then you're probably messing up.
Yeah,
because it's real easy to slip up. When you look at it every day, it's like, man, I'm messing up. You know when you're messing up.
Fact. But I feel like you're better at it now, and so am I. Because it'll be like, it used to be a while, but now it'll be like 48 hours. You're like, oh, been slipping for like 48 hours.
Gotta get back in it.
Time to get popping. As opposed to like, yo, I've been slipping since April.
Right. The live show is one of the things that I feel like I didn't expect, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't know what I was getting into, but I seen it, I was like, I fucking love this.
And I think it's dope. I think you need to get more of this meet the people thing.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing is, see, y'all don't realize Triz he's out here. He's at a lot of events. He's in a lot of places. I'm not in a whole bunch of places that people could actually catch me at. But the places I am at in public are the places where people like you all are. So I meet the fans and I meet the people and all that. Triz needs more of that. I think he does because people love you, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel good, man. Y'all make the turn up feel, a
young, lovable, huggable type of guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just Millie rocking on every block.
There you go.
Any tips on how to go about getting TV sync and licensing placements?
I feel like we talk about that a lot.
We do.
I always say the same thing. Go for the smaller companies. Mm-hmm. The smaller companies that are making noise, and that way you could more or less talk to the people that are decision makers versus a huge company where you're lost in a sea of producers and they don't care. And they will change the titles of the things you submit and you won't get credit for it.
Facts.
The same.
And also, man, it's kind of like applying for a job. You don't have any really credits or anything on your resume, probably not going to take you serious. No. So do some smaller stuff. At least get a resume up showing that you know what this industry is.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Even if it's not a big deal. Like for games, right? I've made music for maybe 4 or 5 apps, right? I might be a part of the app. I'm part of the development, part of the music. I'm part of all that. Right. But I can take this same concept and go show it to other companies like, look, I did this.
So what you're saying is, if you do this same thing on a smaller platform and you can take it to a larger platform and show that you have experience versus someone who just went straight to the large platform with no experience.
Pretty much. It's kind of like Shark Tank. You know what I mean? People who have sales experience, they end up doing well. And the people who have no experience, no sales, and just like, hey, give me a deal.
Right. And you know the game. And when you walk in and you already know the game and you can talk that to the people, they take you more seriously.
Super facts. You don't have to give it all away, but what do you do on a daily basis to set yourself apart from everyone else musically?
Honestly, without going too far in depth, because I know we got ways to go, I'm just wake up and do a little bit every day. Most people, put it like this, if you're consistent on a daily basis, you're ahead of 80% of the competition.
That's
yeah.
I mean, the same thing. I would add, know why you're doing it. For at least 10 minutes a day, I'm like, why? What do I have to do tomorrow? Why do I have to do it?
Wait, the key word in there was tomorrow. Not what do I have to do right now?
Tomorrow. Yeah, I wake up, I already know what I got to do. And I try to knock out those big things off rip.
Listen, well, that's a poignant point. Because the thing is, you want to take time to write down what you have to do tomorrow or this week or whatever, because that's the time you allot for that. The worst thing to do is try to figure out what you're supposed to do in the minute where you're like, all right, I'm supposed to be doing something. What is it? And now you're trying to think of it. You write in a relaxed state for your busy self. Because when you're busy, that's the wrong time to be thinking about what you're supposed to be doing.
Super.
You want to look at something and be like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Super facts.
Yeah.
Triz, you use your DJ gigs as an opportunity to promote new artists you're working with? Yes. April 25th, I'm DJing in Atlanta, Smothered and Covered. I'm playing remixes and I'm playing original music. This is my first gig as a transition from being a DJ, like disc jockey, to being an artist DJ, if that makes sense.
Like so I'm going a Skrillex-y type of...
So I'm going from being a DJ Cool to more of a Calvin Harris.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying?
I like that. I might have to pull up for that.
It's Edgewood.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
I'm
be
there. I'm at Edgewood Pizza, and then I'm gonna come through.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, man, yes, I play a bunch of remixes. I play a bunch of songs I'm working on because it's a good chance, man. You know what I mean? It's all how you play the song when the people don't know it. You gotta play a hit, right? This is how you. I'm gonna give y'all some DJ gems. This is what I learned from Just Be Man No DJ, my brother. You play a hit, right? Then you sneak the new joint in, right? But you only play it for a second. The best part, you sneak it in, then you play another hit afterwards. So in your mind, you relate that to a hit.
Because it's a hit sandwich, if you will.
It's a hit sandwich, and you feel like, oh, if this is a hit, and he played this song next, it probably is a hit.
There you go.
And then he played that other song after it's a hit. This should probably be a hit.
Will you be doing that at this event?
I will. I'm playing all kinds of remixes, flips that I produced.
Ooh.
This is the difference. It's like, this is the first time of me being an artist and me like working on my own project, working on an EP, working on remixes and stuff as a DJ, and actually spinning the show.
So I think I should pull up.
You should.
And then whoever else wants to pull up, they should join me in making this the most lit event ever. So when my man Set is on, the place is going crazy.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Yeah.
And Jameson will be there. It's going to be fire.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
So yeah, please, when you DJing, that's your time. Shine. Don't just be a regular DJ who plays a wobble and an electric slide.
Damn.
If I can never play Usher, the wobble and electric slide again, I would be happy.
Not yeah, though.
I hate Usher, bro. Big bro, I love Usher to death. That's my dog. I never want to hear Usher again.
Certain songs, you just like them good.
I don't want to hear again.
They play constantly in my mind.
Facts. You guys are really throwing out some gems today. When is the next live session going to be on Instagram?
Every Friday.
Facts.
Right here, every Friday, 4 p.m. EST until 6 p.m. EST.
Facts. Do you think we can make a SoundOracle.net BusyWorks Beats event as big as iStandard? I think so.
I think we could. Shout out to iStandard, though. Those are homies. But yeah, we could do something. Put it like this. I only see this growing.
Facts.
Definitely. So this is what's happening. Unlike myself, Triz waited to take his young nature break at the point where he couldn't stand it anymore. I took mine before the show. Therefore, I will not go to the bathroom on you guys. But anyway, real quick, I'm not even going to attempt to read the chat because that's what Triz is amazing at. But I will say again, thanks to everybody that showed up in NYC, man. It was such an amazing vibe. It was just a continuation of what we did in Anaheim. And if you were there or if you saw any of the footage, you know what a vibe of love that it was. So NYC was more lit. I think we want to do one in Atlanta coming up next. It's going to be way more lit because we live here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get BusyWorks Beats to come through. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have amazing food. And we just want the vibe, bro. So if y'all interested in coming to ATL for this event, probably soon, let me see some hearts. Let me see some hearts if you really care about ATL. I'll wait. They got me waiting, bro. Hey, there they go. Hey. ATL it is, bro. ATL. Yo, it's going to be amazing, man. So, until my man comes back, I just want to take the time to shout out a few people since we're talking about teamwork, man. Shout out to IDK. Shout out to James Minor. Shout out to Realistic Productions. Shout out to I'm the Innovator. Man, shout out to Puneet. Shout out to Fly for No Reason. Hey. And the reason why I'm shouting all these people out is because of those people, this podcast has grown. And what you see happening now is possible. And guess what? Nature Boy's back.
Ric Flair.
Yo, shout out to who's it, Offset? Offset met Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, he in the video. Ric Flair drip.
Yeah.
They killed him. Yeah, like what Oracle said. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
Because I
feel like I forgot some people too, man.
That's cool, man. We was at it really set in is people were asking us what we did while we was drinking. And we was like, yeah, we kind of just talk about making beats and we drink for a living.
Isn't that question getting harder to answer now? People are like, what do you do?
It's kind of like when you go to your class reunion and you don't want to flex on everybody, but then it's like like, what have you been doing? Like, nothing with your life? Ooh,
I ain't gonna lie, I do not go to class reunions.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of the people is cool. It just be, some people, it just be that conversation where like, oh, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, yeah, I've been over here making beats and producing and
kind of did a lot
living my life and drinking.
I saw you pull up the song you were playing and actually produce. But you know what? I don't do it. Because you know what? I feel like if I go to my class reunion, I'm going to walk in somewhere like, hey, I heard you was Puff Daddy or something.
Yeah, it's hard trying to explain to somebody.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really got time for that.
Go on the system rant, grabs notebook.
Maybe next show. We don't have enough time for it now. But yo, Triz, if anybody knows, Triz knows.
Facts.
I start talking about systems.
That's the biggest thing I've learned from Oracle.
Yeah, systems.
And it's been a gem. Yeah,
I'm gonna go on that topic forever.
I always see engineers and producers posting the RIAA plaques on IG. Do the amount sold mean that the person will, I guess, reap the rewards of the streaming has reduced payouts? So basically, do the amount sold means that the person will reap the rewards or has streaming reduced payouts? Oh, the payouts are terrible.
Oh,
they're terrible.
Well, budgets all the way around. Budgets for albums are terrible. What producers are getting per track is terrible. That's another reason why we like, listen, diversify your bonds.
Bang.
Yeah, yo. Back in the day when I was nobody, I was getting pretty decent amounts when I would get a placement every now and again. Now, people download beats for $20 offline and turning them into hits. So just keep that in mind.
Man, I'm hoping that the projects that I am on, that they come out before they fix this little streaming thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
you already know.
I feel like Post Malone is gold already. His album hasn't came out yet. Cardi B is gold. Her album dropped today. Yep. But that's because how streaming works is if your single makes this many streams, it counts for this many records.
Right.
So Bodak Yellow is millions and millions of streams. So she's already gold before the album even comes out.
That makes sense. Like the Snoop joint, the Snoop album, already at 3 million streams. So like they're gonna cap that. They're gonna fix that.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, 10 million streams equals 100,000 sold or something like that. You already know they're gonna do it.
How does it feel when you see like a record you did and be like millions of plays on it?
It feels terrible.
It's a weird feeling, right?
It you're kind of proud because you never saw anything you associated with a million or 3 million next to it at one time. But at the same time, you're like, if this was actual records sold,
oh man,
it'd be a whole different conversation.
So if you're, this is all Jameson, that's about to be all bad. If you're in ATL, the 25th of April, I'm DJing Smother the Cover. I'm playing remixing. I'm playing house music. I'm playing all them underground cuts that you normally just don't hear, bro. If you like selection, if you like that kind of vibe, this is the vibe for you. Ultimate Kit is also available on the producerkit.com.
Nice.
And hey, man, appreciate y'all, man. I had a great time in New York. If y'all were from the New York joint, had a great time. Young Oracle.
What do I have besides this cup of Jameson? EXO, the R&B loop plus MIDI kit, is on its way to becoming the highest selling kit on soundoracle.net. Man, please pick it up. It's going kind of crazy. Bible of Love, check out You, featuring Snoop Dogg and Ty Tribbett. Produced it with the Co-Captains. It's #1 gospel album in the country for the second week in a row on Billboard. And other than that, hit iTunes, man. Please write a review for UnQuantized Podcast. Please rate us, man. We like 5 stars, but as many stars as you feel we can get. And also like and subscribe on YouTube, because I heard that type of stuff is important and we never ask people to do it.